Bryan, it's so good to see you.
Hey Linda, how are ya?
I'm great. This is Linda Brown with the Asheboro Randolph Chamber of Commerce, and today our boss session is with Bryan Justice. Bryan is the owner of Make It Beautiful Salon, and they were our 2018 Business of the Year. And Bryan and his team at Make It Beautiful have organized and started the Cutting for a Cause event that we've done the last 2 years. And Bryan, why don't you tell us a little bit about Cutting for a Cause? We've been so happy to partner with you and RCC on that.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Cutting for a Cause was just something that laid on my heart, and I just wanted to give back to the community because, as most know, that I'm not from here. Came here about 11 years ago, and the community has been so good to me. I just wanted to give back to the community.
Well, it's such a great thing, and it really combines two different initiatives. And one is you go out and you and Sherry from your team recruit stylists, professional hairstylists from around the county, and they help give free haircuts. They give up a Saturday, which is a real busy, good money day for them, to give free back to school haircuts for kids. And they also ask their customers, their clients, to donate school items. So Stuff the Bus is part of Cutting for a Cause. And tell everybody how much has been raised in school supplies the last 2 years alone.
I want to say the first year we raised over 16,000. That was our first year. And I want to say our second year we raised around, was it 20 or 21,000? So, that was great. We had a goal set for our second year, and we definitely topped our goal. And this year coming, we'll have a bigger goal, and we hope more people in the community will help us with that.
Well, another really neat aspect of this, not only is it providing school supplies to communities and schools to give students in need, and not only does it give free haircuts to kids for going back to school, but it also partners with the cosmetology department at RCC, so their faculty and students are able to work that day with a professional stylist and hopefully get some, good learning experience, but also meet a potential employer.
Yes. And on that note, we really appreciate everything that RCC has done for us, and we appreciate all the stylists. When we first started this, I think you and I talked about, how other stylists would be willing to join us, and, that's been a great success.
It has. And that RCC cosmetology department is just beautiful, isn't it?
It is. Yes, it is very nice.
Well, the reason, Bryan, I wanted to talk to you today is we've been talking about a lot of serious things, and this is a BOSS session. It stands for Business Owners Sharing Solutions. And every female I know is going through the same thing I am, which is a lot of hair anxiety. Salons, nail salons, hair salons, spas, gyms were all closed early on, right after bars, go figure. And so look at me, and I have to say, I had a wig on when Bryan first came on ahead of us starting to record because I wanted to kind of freak him out a little.
And you did.
And so that worked. So my hair is now looking especially awful. But I wanted to talk to you. You're probably hearing from a lot of your clients. And are you
Oh,
able to sneak and do anything? Can they
oh
come to
my
your home?
God.
Or
Yeah.
what's
Yes.
what's the real deal? What's the real story?
Well, I had one client that contacted me, and you know, over the years that I've been at my salon, I've really, been able to form some really good relationships with my clients. So this lady and I are friends, and she contacted me and she said, "It's a must." And I said, "Sorry, we can't." And she said, she was so desperate that she said, "If you'll mix me a bowl of color and set it on the steps, I'll pick it up and have my husband do my roots." Of course we did. And yeah, I've heard from a lot of my clients, a lot of them check in on me, and vice versa. I checked in on them. But a lot of them's concern is, especially the ladies, is their root line. Nobody wants to see that root line. Exactly. And we have some solutions for that. So, there's some sprays, there's some powders, there's even some crayons color crayons that you can order. And the other good thing about it is I know a lot of these, Target, Walmart, those places are selling these types of things. But, you can reach out to your stylist, whoever your stylist is, and just let them know that you would like to have some spray or powder or whatever your stylist would recommend for you, and they can order that from their rep. Even though our supply houses aren't open, you can still order from your rep. And I
Oh.
checked that out today to make sure
Oh, I'm glad to
they
hear
were still
that
doing it.
because I was going to ask you about a spray product I got. Because when I first started doing these interviews, I sat in a tall chair, so my head
Uh-huh.
was cut off and nobody could see above there. But
Oh, good idea.
I found this
You're not doing
spray.
that today.
No, because I'm meeting with you and now don't get angry with me, but I found this spray in a medium brown at a large
Mhm.
pharmacy and I
Okay.
was just going to do this on here cuz look at that. That's terrible. But you
Yes.
just spray it
See?
and then you wait about a minute
Yes.
and then it dries and it
Yeah, it dries very quickly.
and so, if you have to do meetings like this, you can do it and then people don't
Uh-huh.
know that, you know, at
That you
least
did.
that's not what they're paying attention to. But I figured you'd be unhappy if I was using something that I probably shouldn't. This says
Yes.
it washes out by
It does.
the next time I shampoo my hair.
Yes, and
So
it does.
it'll wash
But
out.
I will ship you a can of Professional. Uh,
Oh.
yes. I have ordered several cases of this, and I've actually shipped some of this already to those clients that, are requesting I mix color in a bowl and set it on my step. So I've already shipped some of that out, and Sherry, my assistant
Mhm.
that most people know, she uses it,
Okay.
and she has for a while when she travels and so forth and goes and visits her family. But I have some, so I will ship you some.
Oh, thank you.
Ours is the Professional line,
Right.
so we prefer that you use that.
Well, speaking of professionals, and I could just see pulling up to your place and a whole bunch of bowls sitting there with color mixed in it,
With everyone's name
and
on it.
everybody grabbing the wrong one.
Yes.
So tell me, you have been in constant touch with the folks in Raleigh that are over the state licensing for
Yes.
professional salons. What happens if somebody does sneak and somebody comes in to see you, or you know,
Well,
do you get in trouble at all?
you do. You do. Yes. If you are caught, I want to say it's a second misdemeanor.
Oh, okay.
And yes. And you can also possibly lose your license.
Ooh.
Yes.
So
So we definitely don't want to take that risk.
right,
So,
right. Well, that's good. So, other than a spray product, what can we do? I had that wig on, so if people have wigs, that's
you
something.
have a wig from, maybe, you've went to some parties, or, you just decided for Halloween to dress up and you purchased, a couple wigs. You can pull those wigs out, wear them. We're not supposed to be out. So you'd basically wear it maybe to the grocery or just hanging out at your house. You
Or
can
like you,
purchase,
wear a hat.
exactly. Well, if you saw my hair, you would know why. And yes, I can cut my own hair, but I haven't taken that initiative to do that.
I grabbed a
But
scarf because
exactly. There
you
you
can do
go.
things
Yeah.
with a scarf,
Uh-huh.
I suppose.
Yes, you can. Yep.
I'm not
Hmm.
very good at this kind of thing, but
And if you want to have a little bow at the top, you can tie it like that. Or you don't have to do the double.
uh-huh.
You can do one single and
Uh-huh.
tie it in the back. And that way you don't have that at the top. The
Oh,
extra.
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
So
And
you could do
then
that. You could purchase some bandanas, or you may have some bandanas around the house. Oh, well, you have some bandanas.
yeah, I
So,
do.
you could do it's real cute, and that's where your root
Like
line is. Yeah, you
like
could do
that.
that. Or you can make it more like a scarf, a real small, by rolling it.
Uh-huh. Like
Mm-hmm. And then do
almost
it.
like yeah,
Yes.
like
Yes.
that.
And that's super cute. You
Yeah.
know,
And that's super
if you're
easy
just
too.
tired of looking at those roots, you can do that. Or I'm sure we have some cute hats, and spring is in the air, and you can throw on a cute little spring hat. And, there's all sorts of things we can do.
Now, what about for men? Same thing?
Well, a man can throw a baseball cap on, as you see.
Although
And
my
for,
husband was just saying his hair gets real thick and his hats won't fit. And so he's
well,
begging me to cut his
yeah,
hair, and I
yeah.
won't do it.
No, no, do not. But, and if we cut our hair at home, the thing about that is, if you trim your bangs, or cut your kid's hair, you cut your husband's hair, or you have your husband cut your hair, you're not a licensed professional. So if you mess it up, you can't come to the salon right now to get it fixed.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So let's not add problems
Well,
to.
I have a pair of scissors here. I was gonna have you walk me through trimming my bangs because they're getting awfully gnarly also.
Absolutely not.
All right, I'll just,
Sorry, you'll have to wait.
well, see,
But they're not that bad.
a perm
Yeah,
would have been real handy right about now.
yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, well, is there anything else you want to talk about today? Because this has been really helpful. And, actually, when we talked the other day, what is it that you said about root lines and the time we're in? You said it's just hair.
Oh,
And
well, it's just hair. And, we all love our hair. We all want to look good. We all love our appearance. But, we're all trapped inside. And you're trapped inside with your immediate family. So I'm sure your spouse, significant other, I'm sure they've seen you at your worst. So, it's okay. It's all right.
it is
They
all
probably
right.
look at that as you, so it's okay.
But when it comes to a meeting like this and you're going to be on camera with a bunch of people, you can always throw on a hat,
And
get one of
use your
these
spray for
sprays.
your roots.
Yeah.
Get a powder. Contact your stylist. Your stylist can contact the reps, and the reps can ship it to the stylist. Of course, they can't ship it to you, the
Hmm.
customer, but they can ship it to the stylist, and the stylist can ship it to you.
Well,
You
yeah,
can get
that's
it from
good to
there.
know.
Yeah. And I did speak with the state board today,
Hmm.
and I did ask them if they had any clue when we would be reopening. And I had received an email a couple days ago that stated that their goal was the 30th.
Of
But when I
April?
spoke with the lady of April, yes, ma'am. But when I spoke with the lady today, she said our governor would speak today at 3 o'clock, and that all hair salons, um, you know, nail salons, bars, you know, restaurants, we would all have to abide by what the governor says today about the stay at home.
Okay.
So, at 3 o'clock today, we should know
So we'll
what we're doing.
find out more this
Yeah.
afternoon.
And trust me, I'm ready to go back to work.
I think everybody is. I was talking with Kelly Heath in one of these interviews,
Hmm.
and I've been talking to a lot of our members the last month. And the one single thing that I hear from everybody is they are ready for things to get back to normal. And it's
Yes.
the single most unifying thing I've heard. And I think people here in Randolph County are going to do whatever it takes to get things back to feeling normal again. And so
Yes, I
that
agree.
gives me great encouragement, and I'm really inspired by that.
Yes, I agree.
Well, it's been so fun talking to you, and I am also hopeful we'll be able to do the third annual Cutting for a Cause and Stuff the Bus.
Absolutely.
We'll know more about that in the next couple months, but thank you, Bryan, for all that you do for kids in the community. It's fantastic, and we're really happy to be a part of it. I know RCC is as well.
Thank you, Linda. Thanks for having me. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye bye.